Hey guys, and welcome back to Hearthstone with me, Hollow. For me, it's been a little while since I've played some Hearthstone due to the fact that Wildstar came out and has devoured my entire time. At the start of the season, or at least towards its end, I was like, alright, this is it. This is the time. We're going to do loads of Hearthstone. We're going to get to rank 1. We're going to get to Legendary this season. We're going to take it seriously. We're not just going to play on and off during the last bit of the season and get to rank 8 and then just leave it at that and then the season resets. Now, I'm saying this because this has happened 2 seasons in a row. That's 2 months in a row where I've been too busy at the start of the season, the start of the month, to actually play Hearthstone, right? And then at the end of the month, I've had a little bit more time, but not really enough to properly do it, and it's a bit too late. And then I've not been able to go for the ranking of, you know, Legendary or Innkeeper or whatever. And this season I was like, alright, we're going to do it, we're going to go for it. And Wildstar came out. Yeah. It's been what, like a week and a half or something since Season 1 came out? This season came out or whatever, the month started. It's, yeah, I've been busy playing Wildstar. Haven't had any time to do that. So, I literally haven't gained or lost any ranks since the season started because I've just not been playing. As you can see, I've stacked up quests here that are all unfinished because I've not had time to play. But we're finally back. And yeah, this is going to be some of the first sort of ranking that we do on the new season. In fact, the only games I've played have been the ones I played on the stream that I did. So, let's show you what we're going to be playing today. As you can see in the title, it's called Impatient Mage, which is the deck. It's essentially Tide's cheapo deck for a mage. But the thing about it is I've made like one change, and I'm thinking about making another, but I'm not sure what to cut, what to put in, you know. So let's talk about it. So obviously has a lot of synergy. It's not really zoo, but it's a very aggro-y style of mage. As you can see, we have 2 arcane missiles, 2 mirror images, and 2 mana worms, and obviously 2 frost bolts. It has a lot of spells. Let's count them, shall we? Okay, 2 spells, 4 spells, 6 spells, and we have 2 down here, so 8. Then we have the next 2. So we have 10 spells. You have 10 spells out of 30 cards. It's a lot of spells, alright? It's a lot of spells. And these spells are very important. They all synergize with the mana worm. Every time you cast a spell, gains 1 attack. Now, my favourite, biggest play with this deck, the fucking best play, is to just start my turn now with, in my hand, I'm going second, so I have a coin, I have 1 mana worm, and I have mirror images. So essentially, I play the mana worm on turn 1, 1 mana, coin, go back to 1 mana, the coin buffs up the mana worm by 1, so it becomes a 2/3, and then I play the mirror image with the 1 mana I now have. And then I have a 3/3 behind 0/2 taunts. It's just an unreal start. It's like one of the best starts in a game. It feels so bullshit and so satisfying. So, obviously being a lot of cheap cards here, most expensive cards being 5 mana pretty much. The Pyroblast is just there to just go, shit, things have gone wrong, finisher, I win the game. You know, that kind of thing. But basically, it has a lot of cards to play that are cheap, so, you know, all of the 1 mana cards here, 8 of them, and then we have the Frostbolts, which aren't things I can play, and then we finally have some proper minions with the Berserker and the Knife Juggler, and Loot Hoarder, Sorcerer's Apprentice, and these things are just like the filler, you know, you do your bit of damage with these, and then they synergize well with each other. And Many Berserker's in there because you can just shoot it with your own hero power, and then make it, you know, a 5/2, which is pretty good, if you get the situation, but it's still a good card late game or medium game even because it's a 5/2 if you make it a 5/2. And then the synergy with the Knife Juggler with all the cheap minions. But then we need lots of card draw, right? Because in any rushy deck, you need a lot of card draw. Warlocks get away with it really well because of their hero power to draw a card every time they press it, whereas mages don't have that ability. So we have a lot of card draw with the Acolytes of Pain. You could ping it to draw a card. You usually get 2 card draws from these with a mage, which is good. So you count that as 2 cards for 3 mana, really, and then at minimum anyway. And then the Arcane Intellect is just draw 2 cards, and that's pretty much it, right? You know, we don't have much more than that. Sure, we have the Loot Hoarders, sure, but they're only 1 card a piece, pretty much. And, you know, it's dangerous, so you have to be careful with your card draw. You have to draw into it later and not have it at the start of the game, because you are pumping out your hand in this deck pretty much consistently. You need the cards in your hand, and the problem is I've taken out 1 Arcane Intellect to put in the Pyroblast, and I'm not sure whether I like it or not yet. just still playing with deck, obviously. Other than that, you know, we have the strong cards, the spell power and the water elemental and all that, and just good cards all around. So yeah, it's really fun to play. I've had an unreal amount of fun playing this deck, and I really hope that you enjoy it. The one thing I was going to say is I am tempted to take out like an Acolyte of Pain and put in Blood Mage Thalnos. You know, 1 spell power for 2 mana and draw a card. The problem is Acolyte of Pain can draw 2 cards. Usually it does, as opposed to just 1. And as I just explained, you need some card draw. So I'm not sure what I would replace for that card, and I don't really want to get rid of an Amani Berserker, and Knife Jugglers are great, and Loot Hoarder. Maybe it's Loot Hoarder that I need to get rid of. Think about it. Loot Hoarder is ultimately, right, Loot Hoarder is ultimately 2 damage for 1, but it rarely ever does anything. It just gets played and then dies, even sometimes through a hero power or spell. So I am going to take one of those out, because it's ultimately only draw 1 card, and then I'm going to draft a Blood Mage Thalnos. I'm glad we worked this out on camera, and there you go, slightly improved deck. So, it's fairly cheap, apart from the 1 legendary that's in it now, and yeah, really fun. Now, I've talked for a while, so let's get into game, shall we? Okay, here we are in game against a Warlock, and it looks like potentially he's handlocked, because he didn't do anything on turn 1, so he missed it. Right, so I could coin here. Obviously don't really want to do that, because all I could put out was a Loot Hoarder. But he has no real way to kill it apart from if he has a Mortal Coil, which would be really efficient, so no. Alright, well, yeah, this is a really strange start for this deck. I was going to say, against a Zoolock, which apparently it is, I guess he was just, like, very unlucky not to have a turn 1 play. You know, it can be hard to deal with this, so we're just going to have to play this out. No real choice there. Basically, normally, how this works is I always have a turn 1 play, and I usually have a turn 2, 3, 4. You know, I always have a turn play, really. And on this one, strangely enough, I didn't. What? Train lot? I'm not going to question it, I guess. Okay, so here's another great synergy between some cards here. We have a Knife Juggler and a Mirror Image. So that actually gets 2 pings, because it spawns one of the mirrors and then spawns a second one, and it pings twice. Obviously against that's not great, because then it will just empower it. So we need to find a way around that. And for now, there isn't a good one, so we may as well draw a card instead. I mean, let's say he trades with it. I can still play this, and then I still have 2 mana plus a coin for 3 mana next turn. Really, he's got another removal. Okay, well, at least we draw a card. It's a very strange game. But, yeah, as I was saying, this deck is insanely fun to play. You just have to play it right. Alright, so, again, we got the ping stuff. And I think we can do that, because if it goes wrong for whatever reason, we can still ping with this. We've got a coin, we can make use of it. So let's do that. What are you going to ping, sir? Nice. Do it again. Oh, that is potentially the worst. That is the worst outcome we could have had. It pings fucking that once and leaves it at that. Okay, so I guess we can coin and kill that. But it's not really that necessary. I think I'm just going to put out the Lepanome. The reason it's not necessary to coin that out, because, you know, there's a chance that it does actually hit that and kill it. Of course it doesn't. And they're not going to do any damage to me this turn, so I need to get more, like, stuff on the board. Now, what I found going against Zoolocks and Locks that are kind of more aggressive is, you know, they usually want to trade to win, right? Wow, that's strange. This is a strange game. You don't want to trade with them, usually, with this deck, I found. Like, usually you do trade with, you know, this kind of thing, and obviously I will have to now and then, but if you can hit the face, you should. Because this deck has a lot of damage, like with the fireballs. If I got like 2 fireballs off with the Azure Drake, that's 14 damage right there. 14. Ignoring Frostbolts and the rest. Wow, he just sulfied my 2-1. Very unusual. Okay, well, this is going to do a lot of damage. I'm going to play this. Get some spell power, draw a card. Coin up to the 1. And then pray it does what it needs to, and not hit him in the face. We had 3 minions there that could have died to that, and 4 hits. What did it hit exactly? Do we see? So him once. Okay, well at least it took 2 things down, I guess. Whatever. Oh, a flesh-eating ghoul. That's not bad. In this situation. Frozen reality. So yeah, at this rank, it's nice to see some of this kind of rank play sometimes from time to time, because it's just funny, the cards you see and the plays you see made, you know. It's obviously, as you can see, highly unusual play most of the time, and it's really fun. Okay, so we could get at least 1 ping here, and my hero power. There's that chance that it could hit the wolf, which would be great, but you know, even so, there's that to deal with. May have to fireball that. I don't really want to do that. So I think I'd rather taunt up. Well, the thing is, let's say he trades both of these off, right? He trades both of these off to kill this in its taunt form. And then that becomes even bigger and hits me in the face, or hits that, whatever. Probably hit me in the face. It's fine. I can kill it with a fireball. I'm probably going to draw into my frostbolts, and it's easy to take care of. But, you know, buffing it up isn't the wisest thing at the same time. But I don't really have much choice. As long as he gets low enough, I can kill him. Trying to save my fireballs and frostbolts and the like for just killing him, because think about it. With a frostbolt and 2 fireballs, with no spell power alone, that is 15 damage. Wow, the drain lice, man. And the elven archers, I don't... Unexpected. And the problem is, as I've said, I don't have any board clear, right? Like, none. So, it's bad against these types. So yeah, it's not a big deal, like I've explained. Very easy to deal with there. Right, we are going to have to draw some cards, and we are going to ping. So, well, we might not. Shame I didn't have that first. Should have probably done that first. Okay, right, so, trade this, it's dead. And then we are going to have to ping that. And then they're down to 1 damage each, so they can't kill that. Cool. So, you know, we still got some control here, and we have the 2 fireballs, which is 12 damage. So if we can get him lower, we got him. And with the Pyroblast finisher, you know, we're getting towards that 10 mana. Alright, so they do manage to get enough damage to trade and kill. But that's fine. Some healing there. Not good when I'm trying to get him low. How many cards are we on each? 13 to 15, okay. Alright, well, I don't take any damage this turn, at the very least. That's good. Can ping that off. Not perfect, but it's some card draw. I am going to ping that myself. And then I can play this as well. The reason I ping it there is because it's, you know, it draws the card, right? It draws a card. It's going to die there. He's going to trade, probably, most likely, to kill it. So I need to make sure that it draws 2 cards rather than the 1. Doing 1 damage to his face just isn't that big of a deal compared to drawing a card for 2 mana, you know? And I nearly make that mistake. Buffing those up isn't all that important because he's probably going to trade here. So that's fine. And he's getting very close now to that 12 health threshold. If I get one of my frostbolts, it's 15 health threshold. Wow, he's filling the board. And there we go. Okay, well, let's say I buff this up twice. You know, it becomes a free damage. So 12 plus 3 is 15. How much damage does he have on board right now? 4, 6, 10 here, yeah, and then 13. So I have 1 health. He needs to be able to do 1 damage. So if I don't do that and I trade and I play out 2 minions and ping something, that's at least something, right? Yeah, so I could kill 4 damage instead. And I think that's probably better, yeah.
It's time for a little blood.
So the wolf has 2 damage and it's buffing 2 things for 1 extra damage. So that lowers him down from 13 damage to, what is it now? It's 3, 6, 9 damage. And he's trading. Great. So yeah, buys me more time. Just waiting to sort of draw into one of my frostbolts here. He's not going to be able to kill that. Nice. Perfect. If I draw a frostbolt, I win. So yeah, pretty sweet. Even without a frostbolt now, if he didn't put down a taunt, I win. Yeah, so we win. So a very strange game, but this deck is just did get it in the end. Did get it in the end, but it wouldn't win. You know, the fireballs are a little bit better here. Very strange game, but I didn't have any board clear, and he just filled the board. But I wasn't really doing too much trading, you know. I was playing to my advantage, trying to get him lower, and with a warlock and drawing, he was kind of just hurting himself. Anyway, let's get into a second game where hopefully it's a little bit more normal, and I can show you the normal start to this and how it normally works. Okay, here we are in the second game. We're against a priest. I have not played this matchup yet. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the Dark Iron Dwarf. We'll keep the Frost Elemental, because Water Elemental even, just so we have it for a turn 4, and then throw back the other 2 because they're just not necessary, and hopefully we get something cheaper, which is not the case. We get back 2 4s, but we do have our Fireball combos. Now, usually you want to get these late due to the fact that, you know, it's burst. It's fine to use them just to lower them, especially when you've got Spell Power down first, but the thing is, against a priest, he can just heal and heal and heal, so I want to use it in burst damage as a finisher, or to put him really low, rather than just ping him and then let him heal efficiently. So it'll be careful uses of the fireballs, I believe. Alright, well, I just play this, and hope that he doesn't kill it here, and hope that I get some sort of spell, then I can make it a 3/3. Very strange that I don't have a turn 2 play right now, but we'll see. And yeah, just do not have a turn 2 play, and that can trade with that and survive, so I may have to just coin here so that it can't trade efficiently. No, that feels really bad. And it doesn't feel worth it to just sacrifice the Knife Juggler either, so that I get a nice trade. Alright, so we drew into a Leper Gnome, so yeah, just play the Knife Juggler and pray this pings one of these 2. That'll do. So the shield's gone. Would have been nicer, I guess, to kill the 3/1, the Fairy Dragon, but, you know, getting rid of the shield's still important, and that means they can no longer trade efficiently. And wow, he's... yeah, wow, okay. Fair enough. It's 2-1C right now. So I kind of need to ping here, but that leaves me with not the greatest follow-up play. At least I drew this. So we trade there, we ping that, and then we play this. Okay, that's not bad. Or we could coin out the Azure Drake and not do all that much. Play this and then not do much. I need to ping here, so I don't have much of a choice here. Such an important card to this deck, this Sorcerer's Apprentice. Like, the fact that it makes spells cost slightly less means I can do that extra bit of damage a little bit sooner. Like, I could do 12 damage to him next turn if this survives. Because I can coin to the 6 mana, which was what it would cost for 2 fireballs with this out. But the thing is, I do want to Azure Drake first, and in hindsight now, just thinking about it, adding the Blood Mage Thalnos is pretty big because it only costs 2 mana to actually put down, and then you get the extra fireballs and frostballs out. Alright, so he just does a sort of neutral play, trades 1 for 1, and passes the turn with a little bit of heal. So yeah, this is fine to do now. I can just play this out, draw another card, see what I get. Getting like all of our expensive minions. I say expensive, 4 mana, but this is like the latest of late game minions that I have about now. I don't know, I guess it's okay. Means he can't really Holy Nova properly. Wow, a Holy Fire on a 4/4 when he's on full health. That's okay with me. That's okay with me completely. And yeah, I'm just going to play this. I'm just going to draw a card. If he's not going to do anything, I will just pull up my cards and just do a devastating amount of damage in one turn. So we're up to 7 mana next turn, with a coin up to 8, so we could get the both fireballs out. It'll go down to 6 mana. I could play this and play both fireballs, but I want to make sure that I get some spell power before I do that. You know, putting them up to 14 damage is half of his health, pretty much. Just one off. And I gotta make sure that this draws at least 2 cards, and I have done that now. Hopefully it draws 3 more. Okay, good card there. So obviously, like I explained, the spell power is pretty important, so I'm not actually going to play it out now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another card. Maybe I should have done that first, just in case, but I would have only had 1 mana. Yeah. So we're getting the most out of that card as much as we can. Now, how many cards have we got left? 16 to his 18, so we're slightly ahead in card draw. Holy Nova. Alright, so that's one of his Holy Novas done. And there's the Frostbolt. So, that's, you know, currently 15 damage. +1, +1, +1. So 18 damage with spell power out first. Okay. So we need to make sure this survives. And if we were to play it now, it wouldn't. So we'll just play another one of these. Play... We don't want to ping here. It's not important. So, yeah, we'll just play 2 cards out, pretty much. So minion, minion, minion. Things that are hard for him to trade with. His card's still frozen. That's quite the long freeze.
Is someone injured?
A little bit ridiculous. And he's going to draw a card here. And I'm fine with that. I don't care at all. It's just a bit of mana that is used to do something that I'm not too fussed about. He's drawing me a card. Great, great. And there's Thalnos. Okay, right, so let's do some math. 10 mana we're up to with a coin. Okay, so we could play both of these and this, right? So that's 14 damage. Plus this and this, that's what? 14... Basic math with Hollow, 14 plus 5 is 19. You know, puts him down quite a lot of health. He'll go down to, you know, 9 health. So, not bad. Not bad. And then, you know, the Pyroblast. We have the Frostbolt. It'll be close. I could also just ping this and make it do 5 damage. I think I might do that.
What?
Yeah. We'll stall for 1 more turn. Ooh. I won't play both of them, but I will play one of them. Okay. And, yeah, we've got to ping that. Yeah, I won't play both of them. Just got to make sure that I did it right in my head. But yeah, now he's down to 20 health, and we have a lot of damage here. Holy Nova, obviously. That's why I didn't play both mirror images. And now he's just trading off. And now I have the mirror images to back up the big play. So he's on... Nice, he did nice. He's just healing that. Good. Right, 22 health. Ooh, that's good. Right. Gotta do the math. Math with Hollow. So it would cost, you know, 8 mana to play both of these and a Pyroman and the Blood Mage. So that's, again, 14 damage. I could play this coin and then back to 10 mana to make that play anyway, and then, you know, this gets buffed up. But there's nothing to protect it. I kind of need to play the mirror images first at some point in this play. So let's say we play the Mana Worm and the mirror images. We're down to 8 mana. I play this, 6 mana, and I can Frostbolt. Okay, alright, right. So we're going to play that out first. This is going to happen no matter what. We want this out on the board as well. So it's cheaper. The Thalnos is pretty important, that's the thing. Just gonna do what I can, I guess. I mean, it's a lot of damage here. I won't coin here just because I'd rather do it next turn if it survives. That's still frozen, so he can't do much there. He's frozen himself, not that that matters. And yeah, he's only got 3 damage on the board and he's used both his Holy Novas. So that's why I'm making this sort of big play here with all of my cards. Shadow Word Pain. Thankfully it wasn't on the Thalnos. Thalnos is what we want to survive. Thankfully it wasn't on the Thalnos. Come on, Thalnos, you can do it. You could survive. Yes, Thalnos. Alright, so we currently have 2 damage on board. And, you know, it's not enough. It's not enough. And that is not the greatest draw, especially when I have no minion to play. Oh well. So we're just going to pass again. He is going to pretty much clear me out board-wise, but I will at least get another card. And we're just looking for that Pyroblast now. Or a Frostbolt. You know, we got him very low. As I said, I've not played this match before against Priest. I've not played... Oh my god. Okay, well, he doesn't have the follow-up for it. I thought he was about to do a kind of hefty and scary amount of damage there, but he didn't. Because, you know, Mind Blast is 10 damage with that. Nice! Nice. Okay. Okay. So we have the win here in hand with just this. If this was to hit him in the face 3 times. It's not going to happen. So yeah, I would have won the game here if he hadn't played Velen and healed himself for an extra 2. Not seen a Priest with that card, like, ever. Yeah, this doesn't look good for me. Hit him in the face. Hit him in the face. So close. So close. I had this game. It's so over. It's so over. It's 100% over. He's got to have like a Holy Fire or something and it's over. Velen never survives a turn. And this time he did. Because I have this coin forever and ever. Yep, heals for 4. I need to draw that Pyroblast. And... wow, okay. I think I survived a turn. No, I didn't. Okay. Great math there. Wow, he went down to 1 health. God damn it. I needed to draw the Pyroblast. Okay, Jesus, this guy's a bit spammy with these emotes. Alright, so we had 1 win against a sort of matchup where I didn't expect to win, and then 1 loss against a matchup that I felt, though I've not done it before, I felt I should have probably won. But I don't know, it's hard to do because you have to burst him down quickly, otherwise he gets lots of heals. But it was never expected to be that much healing. Like, he healed with Velen twice, that's 8 health he restored. Along with all of his other heals. You know, it was very close, but I didn't draw the Pyroblast that I needed. And yeah, it's just a very aggressive, impatient style deck as explained and shown so far. So I will play 1 more and we'll see how it goes. Okay. So this is an interesting combo matchup here, not done this either. So we get rid of the Pyroblast, obviously. Water Elemental back, that's okay. Mana Worm for turn 1. Frostbolt for turn 2. Sounds good to me. We drew in a Jodric a little bit early here, not good. First time we've gone first, isn't it, in this video, I believe. So he's going to coin out a 2 mana what? Slam. It doesn't even kill it. So I guess he just wants to draw a card. He must have a way to finish it. Hello, Pyroblast. Welcome back. You son of a bitch. I don't want to Frostbolt his face to do an extra 1 damage. And he finishes it with a Cruel Taskmaster. So yeah, there was no way he was going to slam that without finisher, but it doesn't seem like the right thing to slam, you know? And that doesn't seem like good enough to Frostbolt either. It's 2 damage. He'll probably play like a 4-3 charge at some point, and I'd rather Frostbolt that. Alright, so shields and draw, fair enough. And then I just play Water Elemental. Yes. You're good in everything, but I'd rather combo you with like a knife juggler or something. Try and get as much synergy out of the cards as you can, you know? The more value out of each card, the better it is, and the better the deck. So he does trade, and he has an execute. Okay. So that's one execute down. And the other shield block. Okay, wow. A lot of armor, mate. Congrats on that. 37 health right now he's on. Alright, so, yeah. Let's just draw some cards, shall we? So that minimum has given us 2 cards. I love that little play. The fact that you can just play it and go, ha! It hasn't given me 1 card. It's been effective. Like, you want this card to go, I've drawn 2 cards or more, and then it's like, yeah, that's good value right there. If it only draws 1 card, it's not that great. And as you can see, I've made it draw more than 1. Potentially, I've made it draw 3 here. I kind of need to Frostbolt that because that will bite me in the ass if I leave it alive, won't it? So I need to Frostbolt that this turn. So what am I going to do here? So I Frostbolt it, leave me with 4 mana. I can't ping that and play this. I could Frostbolt, Leponome, ping. Yeah, that sounds good. Rather than Leponome, let's just Berserker. I mean, really. So, yeah, we're gonna ping this, so we'll do that first. Okay, good. We're gonna play this. And we're going to get rid of your card, so that you don't get to do some charge. And we have guaranteed that we got the most value out of this card. It'd be even better if we could heal it, obviously, but we can't. Don't have any heals in this deck. And as a mage, I'm not sure that heals. Wow, I've not seen that card in Constructed in a long, long, long time. His name's Bloody and he's playing a warrior, so I respect that. Okay, so we could do some fun plays here. Obviously, I'm tempted to hit that and ping it off. But I really want to ping that and make it 5-2. It could be a 6-3 if I was to do that and Defender of Argus. That would be my whole turn plus Leponome. And then I'd hit him in the face and it'd be a 6-3. It's good damage. That would be a 2-2 and then I could trade there. Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds good. So, let's do that, shall we? My shield for Argus. Time runs out on me. Do I want to hit that? Draw a card? Yeah, because if he finds one way to do 1 damage, if he finds a way to do 1 damage to that card, it'll screw me. I was tempted to Frostbolt there, but, you know, it wouldn't kill it, and I'd rather save the Frostbolt for a finisher or proper removal rather than just delay. So, yeah. That's the only time he's ever going to get a Black Knight on anything, because I only have 1 way to give taunts. Oh well. We get a Fireball there. Put this to 4 damage, I suppose. It's not that great, though. Remove that. Trade there. This is with 4 mana. Alright. We use one of our Fireballs. Get rid of his armor and start freezing him at long last. So now we have a big guy on board. His big, fat 6 health. Very good. We have the Pyroblast for 11 damage if we have a Azure Drake down first. Really? Okay, it's got an execute. Alright, so that's both of his executes. I was like, wait, did he just give me a 5-5? There's no way. He should have played that first. Oh, that should be a 3-4 right now. Yeah, there's that. So, we are going to play the Drake. I can Frostbolt that dead, so I think I will do that. And I'll just play that to get some extra cards. Alright, well, that's a lot of his threats dealt with so far. I'm not sure what kind of deck he's playing. Obviously, the best deck for Warrior right now is Control, and I guess that must be what he's using. Cleave, really? Well, I suppose it does the job. Wow. Like, you can't play around Cleave. It's just not a good card. I don't have any oozes in this deck. Wow, he's just going for the throat now, is he? Is he really running out of steam? Play the Drake. Keep drawing. See what we can do with this. Not enough, apparently. And we should probably just draw some cards, I guess. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. Perfect. Perfect. Finish the Yeti, please. Yes. Yes, that is some luck. That is some luck right there. Alright, we only have 9 cards in the deck, so we're going to have to speed things along. He's on his way as well, but, you know, he's got a little bit more survival than me. Unfortunately, he does top deck the Copperon Elite, it seems. And, yeah, currently even. And, yeah, don't play anything. Okay, sweet. We have some more card draw here, and it's time to just play some stuff. Do I want to play that here? Not really. But I need to have some cards on board, I think. Doesn't matter what I put it on, because no one can attack. And just having more minions on board right now is important. I do have, you know, 16 damage in hand. Wow, a Boulder Fist Ogre. Just a strong card. If you don't have any, like, replacement for the kind of card that it is, you know, just a big guy, it's such a strong guy. You may as well. So I can understand that. Alright, so... Knife Juggler, not great right now. I probably won't play that. So, we have 7 damage. We could kill that if we wanted. Obviously, I'm going to hit him in the face. It's just whether I want to Pyroblast him or not. Do I want to draw a card? I think I do. We'll leave it at that just because I drew the shields. The shields give me a little bit more time, and I want to have this Pyroblast and Fireball as a nuke surprise rather than just, you know, doing it. I'm not sure what cards he has in his hand, though, to be waiting that long with them. What are they? Looks good. Alright, this is, you know, still 7 damage. 6 damage here and plus that, so 7 damage here, so 14. Sounds good. And now he's Pyroblastable. Even if he armors up this turn, and he's used both of his 5 armor buffs up, and it looks good to me right now. That's why we have the Pyroblast in the deck, just in case games go this far, this long, because it does 10 damage. That doesn't do anything, even if he taunts up. He needs to heal and he needs to armor. Like if he used an Earthen Ring Farseer. I wonder what that card is in his hand. He's had them for ages. One of them was clearly a Molten Giant. Ah, it was Defender of Argus. Doesn't do anything. He's on 9 health. I have a Pyroblast. GG! So yeah, the Impatient Mage. All about being very aggro, very efficient, and just really hitting them in the face. Obviously, you can go against control types like this, but it's okay if you just play it right. It's just really satisfying to play, to be honest. I know there's better decks out there, I just know, but I don't know, it's really fun. I just really enjoy playing it, so I thought I'd show you guys it. And I'm very grateful to Tides for making the deck, because it's just very fun. Pyroblast, bitch! So much skill! Did you see the way I dragged the card onto the enemy hero there? That was like the biggest play I think anyone's ever seen. Alright, did we get a new quest? Did it give us one? No, okay. Alright guys, well that's the video. I hope you enjoyed. About like 40 minutes or whatever. Yeah, see you next time guys. Please leave a like if you've enjoyed the video. Once again, here's a quick look at the deck, the Impatient Mage deck, current sort of version I'm using now. Sorry I've not had time to play too much Hearthstone. I will be making a sort of appreciation of WildStar video soon, so you should definitely check that out. If you're not sure about the game, that video is for you. It's awesome and the game looks beautiful and it has just taken away a week of my life already. Alright guys, have a great day. See you next time.